Hi, I'm Paula from Paula's DIY Decor and welcome to my channel. Well, today I'm excited to share with you how I made these gorgeous, beautiful Easter topiaries. It's a super quick, super easy DIY, and you're going to need an assortment of craft items including some popcorn cups, some polystyrene balls. You're going to need some craft dowels, some glues, your scissors, an assortment of gorgeous little Easter eggs. Now you can use polystyrene eggs or plastic eggs that you can pick up from your discount store, an assortment of florals and some jute twine. So to get started and to make this topiary and give it an Easter feel, I just hopped onto my computer and searched the internet for free downloadable bunny images, and I found this very cute little bunny image that I printed on my home computer, and then I fussy cut out the edges, and then I used my glue stick to adhere it to the bottom of the popcorn cup. Now I have run out of Mod Podge, so I just used the glue stick to run it over the edges of this image just so that it was well and truly adhered to the cup. I really wanted to challenge myself with this DIY and use as many materials and crafting items that I had already on hand or that I could upcycle from previous projects. So here you see me using some packaging from a recent delivery. I just cut it down to size, and using the leftover inside spindle of a ribbon spool, I just popped that at the bottom of the cup to give the polystyrene a little bit of height so it came to the top of the cup. And then using my wooden dowel, I just found the center point of the polystyrene ball and the center point of the polystyrene inside the cup, and then just popped using some hot glue that dowel into the center of the cup. I wanted to give this topiary a little bit of a rustic feel, so I embellished the wooden dowel with some jute twine. All I did was create a knot at the base of the twine, which I used a little bit of hot glue to keep it together, and then I just twisted the twine around the dowel, going in an upwards fashion, and then I came back down with the twine, so I created this crisscross pattern. I didn't bother to weight down the topiary with any rocks or any heavier material because it is an inside decoration, and once we're finished it won't be moving around anywhere. So to really give the polystyrene base some more rigidity, I did cut down some of the packaging from the polystyrene balls and from the paper cups and just inserted it on the sides so that that polystyrene sat nice and tight inside the paper cup. Next we move on to the really exciting part, and that's inserting our little decorative Easter eggs into the polystyrene ball. All you're going to use are some toothpicks. I found they were really helpful in helping me to stick the little decorative Easter eggs into the polystyrene ball. You can super glue or hot glue them directly onto the polystyrene ball, but I like to reuse my Easter eggs, so I found this was the best way. So I started with a crisscross pattern, I started north, south, east and west, and then I popped in my decorative Easter eggs in between. Now this is a great way to use any loose decorative eggs that you have lying around, or if you wanted to reuse some from your previous decorations. It's a great way to actually use those eggs. You can cover the entire topiary with eggs if you choose. I chose to use some greenery and some florals in between just to give my topiary a little bit more of a rustic sort of farmhousey feel. So I used the toothpick as well to help me create the holes to insert the greenery. Sometimes that polystyrene can be a little bit hard, and using a toothpick just to create the hole was a great way. When I cut down my greenery, I just used some of those leaves and just pop them all around the topiary. Then using some florals from that I had on hand, I started to insert the little roses, and I had some mums and little baby mini roses. The idea with the topiary is to use whatever you have on hand. It really does come together. I know at the beginning you think, oh, is this going to work? But it really does start to come together. And if you don't like where you place the florals, replace them somewhere else. So just using, again, the back end of the floral wire, I just made a hole for the florals to go into, and I just cut down whatever florals I had on hand and stuck them all around the topiary. I wanted to embellish the topiary a little bit further, so I used some of this floral wire and picking up that jute twine that we used to line the base of the dowel, I wrapped this twine around the floral wire. And my intention here is to create kind of like little circular, kind of like bunny ears, but I didn't want to create bunny ears. I wanted more of a circular style, and I wanted it to sort of float out of the topiary. You'll see in a moment what I'm talking about. But this was super easy to make. Simply by twisting the jute twine and adding some hot glue every now and then, you now have a very flexible jute twine wire device that you can shape into anything that you like, really. So for me, I just created some little semicircles, and then I gently inserted them into the polystyrene foam, and that gave the topiary a fantastic extra dimension. It extended the size of the topiary and really made it look quite farmhouse, quite rustic and quite natural. And again, to carry that rustic theme through, I had some leftover raffia grass, I guess it's called, and I just inserted it wherever I found a gap in the topiary. It's really hard to find decorative moss in Australia, so I just used this raffia grass to instead of moss, and it worked out really, really pretty. The theme carried all the way through with the jute twine and with this raffia, and I thought it started to really look gorgeous and rustic and pretty for Easter. So to finish the topiary, I just made a cute little bow using some of this pink and white polka dotted ribbon that I had, and I added a beautiful Easter ribbon that I also found from a discount store. I created a gorgeous little bow and I popped it into the base of the topiary. Now, if you're liking this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I make a range of seasonal decor. I love making tablescapes, and of course I love making home decor. For my existing subscribers, thank you so much for those wonderful warm messages that you leave me. I really appreciate them. I look forward to reading them, and they really inspire me to keep going with what I'm doing. It has been a tough time in Australia lately. You may have noticed that I haven't been on YouTube for a couple of weeks. We've had it pretty tough in Australia with some serious natural disasters, but we're back on track now, and I'm really looking forward to reconnecting with all of my beautiful subscribers and of course, all of the new people that have come to my channel to visit. So a big warm welcome. I hope you've enjoyed this DIY. It's super quick, give it a go. It'll absolutely give your seasonal decor that lift and ready for Easter. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.